Alright guys, Rich here from the RC Network, and this is just going to be a little product feature on the Tekno center big bone drive shaft and Outdrives for the Slash 4x4. Now, one of the weak points on the Slash 4x4 is definitely going to be that center drive shaft. Now, they've done a pretty good design, but over the years and whatnot, especially with the HCG version of this one, this is a hollow splined aluminum drive shaft, so quite lengthy. It's probably about 10-11 inches in length, but all in all it's proved to be one of the weak points in the truck. Not only is it going to slide kind of back and forth on the steel Outdrives, but it could twist and bend and all that other sort of fun stuff. So I went ahead and I picked up this Tekno drive shaft. They do offer this in not only just the drive shaft and just the Outdrives, but also the kit version, which is what I got. So TKR 6855. This is, once again, the big bone center drive shaft and Outdrives. Now, this will fit not only the HCG, but also the low center of gravity version as well. So also the Traxxas Rally, which shares the same chassis. Now, this big bone drive shaft is going to be a aluminum drive shaft, and it is going to come with the steel Outdrives for it. So I'm going to go and unpackage this thing so we see what we get inside the package, and we will do kind of an install. This will not be a step-by-step, so please check out teknorc.com if you do want to check out like a step-by-step. I believe they do have some pictures on there. So let's go ahead and unpackage this thing. Let's take a look at what it looks like outside of that plastic wrap. So once again, Tekno RC, great company. They're putting out lots of new stuff lately. Seems like one of their logos is one class at a time. They're starting to slowly come out with vehicle after vehicle. So with that, they've also improved other vehicles like the Traxxas Slash here. So based down in San Diego, California, pretty cool. So once again, let's get back to opening this thing up. I'll try and grab my handy knife here to cut open the plastic. There we go. And we see the drive shaft there, super lightweight. And of course I get the official Tekno sticker, which is always nice, especially for the shop area. You get both of the hardened steel drive shaft. They are slightly different, so one is going to be for the front, one is for the rear. Now, I've heard that there's going to be an issue possibly with this chassis fitting the Outdrive, so as we kind of go along, I haven't test fitted it yet because I just opened it. We will see how it goes. And then looks like you also get a kit here with 4 rubber washers, very similar to like shock little washers there, and then a set pin and also a set screw. So we'll see how those work. Now the center drive shaft is super cool. It's going to be black aluminum there. Has a laser etching right there of Tekno RC, and on the flip side, let me flip it over here, has their website as well, so you have it there right handy on your center drive shaft. So pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing some wrenching and get this thing going, and we'll take a look at how it goes throughout the process. And we're back now, and I've went ahead and I've separated the chassis on the front portion of it. So pretty much just 4 screws and then the 1 screw on the steering linkage to remove the whole front clip of the car. That way you can remove your old dog bone or old Traxxas drive shaft and start the install on the new Tekno ones. Now, here are the couple of differences that I've noticed so far. These are going to be the front drive shafts. The stock one up here, and then here's the new Tekno one. This one does use a through pin design, as you see here. However, the Tekno one is a little bit thicker. On the rear, you have a very similar design as well. Has kind of a tapered end right there that's flat on either side, same as the stock one, and they just use a set pin. Now I do plan to go ahead and use red Loctite on these, not too much, just enough to keep everything snug and down. Now you will notice that in the kit you will receive 4 O-rings. These O-rings are designed to go inside the cup of this particular Outdrive, just to probably keep everything quiet. So those go in each side, 2 in each, to keep everything pretty much quiet on the drive. So just wanted to point those couple of things out. I had to actually look up what these O-rings were for. I kind of figured it out, but wanted to make sure, so I'm passing on good information. Alright, so I went ahead and installed the Outdrives. Just want to show you guys kind of up close how it all turned out. But you can see there, everything looks pretty good. Went on there was no issues with the threading or anything. You can kind of see the 2 little O-rings right inside of that one, and everything fit very, very nicely. So I'll go ahead and grab the rear one right here so you guys can check that one out as well. And you can kind of see there we go. And that's just the set pin. That thing went on with no issue, and once again you can see the O-rings kind of sticking out there. Alright, so I test fit everything, and I did notice just a slight bit of rubbing. It's just probably a very close fit, and here's kind of where it is. Basically, the top of this Outdrive is just barely rubbing on the underside of the chassis right here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the plastic off with my handy Dremel right there, which is a little sanding drum, and that way everything should fit in there just perfectly. Now, I think eventually if you were to run this, there's probably not going to be any issue, but obviously a free drivetrain is a happy drivetrain. So I'm just going to take we're talking less than 1 millimeter of material off, just so that everything is free flowing. Alright, so just finished with the Dremel, and you can see that little kind of light gray section right there that I took off. Very, very minimal, but now that everything clears and there's no even chance that anything's going to touch now. Alright guys, well that's it. I've went ahead and installed the front clip of the car, reattached the sway bar and the steering linkage, and just double check to make sure everything is free and clear, which it is. So all in all, very happy with this Tekno Driveshaft. I can't wait to get this thing on the track to see how well this thing will perform. If you have any questions about this particular upgrade from Tekno RC, or any of the modification that I did on my particular vehicle just to make sure everything was going to run smooth, please post it on down below. As always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now, guys. Over and out.